Hi, here we have Alec Gilbert, the Chief Executive of the Adelaide Convention Centre. Alec, tell us about your journey with MEA.
Well, my experience with MEA is relatively short compared to a lot of people. I came from South Africa about 11 years ago, and in South Africa I was the president of SARCI, which was the equivalent of MEA. And coming here and not knowing too many people, MEA was a good starting point for me to get to network and to get to know the players in the industry.
So you mentioned that you come from a South African association. How does that differ from MEA here, or is it the same?
It's very similar. What we did there, we found membership was dwindling, and so we modelled ourselves on the line of ICA, the International Conference and Convention Association, and had various sectors, and that helped us to build up membership quite rapidly and work very well.
And do you think it would be good with MEA to model from ICA maybe?
Well, I certainly think it's an opportunity where you can put venues in one sector and PCOs in another sector, and it does help focus interest within those sectors and create a very healthy organisation. Having said that, I think MEA is going through a whole new reinvention of itself, and so I think it's exciting times, and that might be a model worth pursuing.
Yeah, and so going through over the years you've been working here with Adelaide and MEA, what have you gained from that?
Oh, I've gained a huge amount. One of the reasons for coming here was to get more international experience, and Australia does the whole conference industry very well. I think South Africa does it pretty well, but certainly it's a very vibrant industry here. From an Adelaide perspective, when I arrived, I thought, wow, this is a place waiting to happen. And over the last 10 years, it's certainly happened. Adelaide is becoming quite a player now, and there's a lot happening within the city. And I think now you're seeing all these new centres building up within the country. The Sydney Convention Centre's just opened up. We're about to open up our extensions. Canberra's talking about, everyone's talking about extensions. Melbourne's going for it. It's all happening.
Yeah, it's great. Good times.
Yeah, it is good times.
And going forward now, where would you like to see MEA in the next 5 or 10 years?
I'd like to see MEA reinstating itself as the leading organisation for conferencing per se. You have organisations on the exhibition industry, and I think we'd like to see MEA taking the lead.
And how do you think they could have a unique position about that? What do you think could be done? Because as you said, there's a lot of associations, and I think there's a lot of overflow with who joins what goes where. Where would you, and I guess, have some sort of idea about how would you, if beyond MEA, how would you position MEA?
Well, I think MEA, for obvious reasons, is very centred around the eastern seaboard, and I think one of the challenges going forward is to make it more representative in all the states. And certainly South Australia is one where MEA at the moment is currently fairly weak, and I think the way MEA can reassert itself is by getting stronger representation in the states.
And how do you think that would happen?
I think it's going to be a lot of hard work. Look, if I take Adelaide as an example, I think the industry is growing and it's getting quite strong now. So I think there are opportunities there, but it's going to need an outreach strategy by MEA itself.
Excellent. As a tip going forward, what you know now, what tips would you give to these younger people coming in through the ranks about MEA?
Well, I think that it's through your industry association that A, you get to know about the industry, and B, you make the network. So I would urge all young aspirants to get very involved in MEA and other associations like it. I certainly know when I started out in the industry, I learnt most by participating in roundtable discussions where problems were spoken about, and you learnt how other people are tackling similar problems to you, and we all have the same problems.
Yeah,
so really get involved in the industry.
Excellent.
Good.
Thank you very much, Alec.
Yeah, thank you, man.